Hey, this is Andrew Lim inviting you to go out on a limb. So I am in the beautiful city of Anchorage. Yeah, I've never been here, first time ever. This is a city around 300,000 people. A few things to see, so I'm going to take you around and we will explore Anchorage together. So come with me. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new contents that I upload weekly. Thank you. So Alaska is a great place to visit, especially in the summer months, where the weather is super pleasant, it's never hot, it's just perfect, and you can stroll around admiring all the outdoors sites to check out. And one of the sites that's popular with tourists is Ship Creek Overlook, where you can actually see salmon swimming in the river. And actually, a lot of the salmon here swim upstream between the month of May and August. And this is also where you can see locals as well as tourists engaging in some salmon fishing as well. I mean, I've seen locals hauling really big salmon out of this river. Close to Ship Creek Overlook, it's a popular cabin-like souvenir store called the Ulu Factory, and of course, based on its name, you can actually get the popular Alaskan knife here called the Ulu knife. People actually get it as souvenir. Obviously, you have to check in your bag because it's a knife, but other than the knife, you can also get crafts and other souvenirs being sold here. Now, the main downtown area of Anchorage is actually not that big, but it's definitely bustling with life and activity, especially in the summer months when the sun is actually up until midnight, 1 a.m. So here you can see friendly street vendors selling reindeer, sausages, other snack foods. People just, waiting for the bus, strolling around, waiting to join a trolley tour that takes them throughout Anchorage. Although you can pretty much explore Anchorage yourself without joining a tour because it's pretty small. Now, Anchorage claims to be located at the crossroad of the world, and that is actually true because it's located less than 10 hours of flight away from 90% of the world's industrialized city, which makes it an important hub for cargo flights. And this is the reason why Anchorage has a great number of cargo flights coming into the city, but not so much of commercial flights, because there's not enough demand here for tourism. Now, the plants here are really bountiful and the flowers are really colorful. And my theory is, because they only have a couple of months to live, they are doing their best to outshine each other in terms of the colorful display. But don't quote me on that because I'm not a botanist, but it sure looks like it, especially when about 8 or 9 months of the year feels like winter here. So the downtown area has some places to shop. You actually can easily explore the city on foot. You don't really need a car. It's not as big of a city, but it's definitely a good point to base yourself because, close to the city, there are many different things to do, like glaciers to check out as well. And in terms of architecture in the city, it's actually a mix of everything, dating back to the late Victorian style, all the way to the rustic style from the 1940s, 50s, Art Deco style, like this theater here, as well as structural and postmodernism buildings, which you can find in Anchorage. And of course, there's a Fifth Avenue here as well. It's definitely not like the Fifth Avenue in New York, but you can get some decent shopping done. Like, for example, in this mall, you can actually find standard shops here like JCPenney. And in fact, if you want to do yoga and want to get some yoga outfit, there's actually a Lululemon here. If you ever feel like, doing yoga next to a bear or a moose, this is the place where you can pick up your yoga outfit as well. Now, Anchorage Museum is definitely one of the main highlights here for sightseeing in Anchorage. It's a large museum that has art, ethnography, ecology, as well as science exhibits that's tied to Alaska. If you want to do some picnic, a popular spot would be Kincaid Park. It's one of the most popular picnic, hiking, and all-around recreation areas near Anchorage. It's about a 10-15 minutes drive from downtown, and here after you eat, you can take a hike. No pun intended. In fact, it's taking a hike in the area. There are many trails, and where chances are you run into the wildlife of Alaska, i.e., the bears and the moose. So Anchorage is definitely a great place to visit. It has a great mix of balance of urban versus nature, although it skews more nature, but definitely worth spending a few days here when you visit Alaska.